This is the ISHL Game of the Week, live from the Aerodrome. It is a North Division showdown between first place Tomball and third place the Woodlands. Good evening, everybody. Michael Silvers alongside David Feliciano. Pleased to be with you. Glad you've come along for the ride. The Woodlands come into this one off a 4-2 upset. At the hands of Pearland Friendswood back on January 7th, they scored the first two goals of the game, both off the stick of freshman defenseman Daxton Harper, then gave up 4 unanswered and saw their 6-game winning streak come to an end.
The North is tight for the ISHL. Woodlands sitting in third. They cannot have losses like that. They need a strong finish the second half of the season, so they're going to try to look past that unfortunate loss.
It was a gong show for first place Tomball in their last game, a 5-4 victory over Fair Creek, also back on January 7th. Will Shimp led the way with a pair of goals, but the game will be most remembered by the number of penalties they took. 16 penalties, 5 game misconducts, 80 total minutes in the box in the win.
Yeah, they are definitely the bullies of Broad Street. Tomball and the Woodlands, if you want to throw them in there, combined penalty minutes for these squads over 700, close to 700. So I think we're going to see more of that tonight. We'll certainly talk about that all evening.
The scratches for tonight's game. For the Woodlands, under head coach Derek Harper, Adam Neers is the only scratch in the lineup. For acting head coaches Scott Zimmerman and John Shimp of Tomball, Colin Grubb is serving game 1 of a 2-game suspension. Noah Zimmerman, Sidney Newton, and Ashton Butler are scratched from the game tonight. Our goaltending matchup for the Woodlands, sophomore Eric Russell, 13 games, 3-3-2 with a 3.97 goals against average and an .875 save percentage. He last played as an emergency goaltender for College Station against Klein back on December 17th. He lost 6-4 in that game, but the last time he played for the Woodlands, it was a victory over Cy Woods back on December 8th. He stopped 20 of 24. Meanwhile, it's the junior David McMillan who gets the start for Tomball. He has played in all 15 games, has a record of 9-3-2, 2.94 goals against, and an .899 save percentage, which ranks him 5th amongst league goaltenders. He's tied for first in shutouts with 3, with Christopher Smith of Strake Jesuit. Starting lineups are brought to you by Bonfire Wings, genuinely Creole, uniquely Cajun. For the Woodlands, up front, Talon Patel, Thatcher Kennedy, and Decker Harper. On defense, Palmer Kennedy and Daxton Harper. For Tomball, the forwards are Malcolm Curry and Blake Shimp. They'll be centered by Kingsley Letty. On defense, it's Alex Zimmerman and Wyatt Hart. Keys to the game brought to you by McCree Ford. Grab the keys to your new or pre-owned Ford. McCree Ford, that's my dealer.
Well, these teams tied 2-2 back in October, 52 combined penalty minutes. As I said, both teams way up there in the PIMs in the league. So the key is going to be penalty killing and power play. Which teams can win on that side? 74% for Woodlands in the kill. Tomball is 81%. So I think we're going to see a rock'em sock'em robots type of thing here, Mike, tonight. Neither team scores that much, so whoever can control the power play.
Tomball is in red, the Woodlands in white. McMillan to our left and Russell to our right. The officials for tonight's game, the referees are Don Egdorf and Jared Schotten. Daniel Blaine and Charlie Knifick will work the lines.
I think we might need 2 extra refs tonight.
Tomball tops in the North Division with 21 points, 2 points clear of Klein, who will play down in Sugar Land at 8:30 tonight against Seven Lakes. Tomball is in first, Dave, despite being 10th in goals scored and having the last ranked power play.
Yeah, that's if you don't have the offensive firepower, you got to kind of tough it out. And they're going to win a lot of their games 3-2, and that's how they're doing it.
Letty and Decker Harper for the faceoff. And this game is underway. Rematch from October 6th. 4th game for both teams this season. And it was a game mired by penalties as the clubs combined for 52 penalty minutes. Tomball collecting 42 of them, with 2 game misconducts handed out to Will Shimp and assistant coach John Shimp. It's deep in the Woodlands zone, fired out to the far side by Palmer Kennedy and outletted towards center, but turned over to Tomball. This is Alex Zimmerman retreating back behind his own net, watched by the forechecking Talon Patel. Here's a shot that never got through by the Woodlands, and it'll be skated out by Hart. Number 31 for Tomball, gains the zone, drifts to his left, puts on the brakes, and he is hammered down. Stiff check by Decker Harper, who is a freshman for the Woodlands. And back come the Woodlands with Palmer Kennedy, the captain. Got caught in some traffic as Kingsley Letty looked to line him up. Letty takes the puck deep in his own end. He watched by McClung up the left wing boards. It is kept at the right half wing boards. McClung on the forecheck, has it below the goal line, filters one in front. Kimmel couldn't get a shot off, and Tomball able to skate it out. Here comes Malcolm Curry. Cross ice feed, nobody home, and it's intercepted by Braden McClung. Going back to that game on October 6th, in the end, the game ended in a 2-2 tie. Grant Watson salvaged a point for Tomball with a goal with just 16 seconds remaining. He's got the puck right now, skating from left to right, puts on the brakes, turns it over in the neutral zone, but the play is on a delayed offside. The Woodlands tag back up. Here comes Watson, middle of the ice. Goes the shot towards goal. It was deflected off the stick of Emil Aronin. It comes to Bryce Vandermarl, number 16 for Tomball. Vandermarl, sophomore, with 6 points this season. Their leading scorer, Will Shimp, has 11 goals in 11 games. Here's Watson, middle of the pond. Threw a pass behind Vandermarl. They battle along the near boards. It comes back out to center. 2:25 gone by. Michael Silvers, David Feliciano with you from the Aerodrome. Long-range shot, blockered away by McMillan. Kept alive by Noah Suarez, who has 32 career goals for the Woodlands. He is a senior. He's played all 4 years for the Woodlands. In deep is Alex McMillan. Centering pass is intercepted and outletted to center ice, as Watson will play for Tomball at right defense. Gives it away to Kennedy, but now Wilson is able to shoot in for Tomball. Daxton Harper had both goals against PFC in a 4-2 loss. Vikrant Shanker was the goaltender for the Woodlands on that night. Stopped 16 of 19 as Patel wrists one towards goal at the top of the crease. Here's another shot that is blocked in front, came off the stick of Daxton Harper, and Tomball skated out. They motor from left to right, and the pass goes to Will Shimp. He has 39 career goals, 61 career points in a 4-year career with 159 penalty minutes. On the backhand between the circles, Letty couldn't get the shot off as he was caught up and tied up by Kennedy, soccered up the boards by Caden Kimmel, and the Woodlands attacking from right to left, send it all the way down, and icing will be called with 11:09 to go.
And a hit after the whistle, no call. Well, Mike, we are 4 minutes in, 1 shot combined, no penalties. So that's some hard hits out there, but pretty clean game nonetheless, just not a lot of offensive flow either side. Only shot by the Woodlands.
Face-off will come down into the Woodland zone.
Now we do have a penalty.
It's been after the whistle. It's on the Woodlands, and it comes at the 4:51 mark.
Yeah, big hit to our left after the whistle. We're trying to see who's in there.
It is Talon Patel, freshman. The Woodlands had 348 penalty minutes coming in. That is the most in the league. Tomball, the second most with 330, had 16 against Fair Creek in their last game. Both teams are at the bottom in power play and in penalty minutes. They've combined for 8 power play goals and 678 minutes in the penalty box.
Yeah, I think the power play percentage is somewhere between 8 and 15%. Not good. You'd like to be around 1 out of 3. Not for these squads.
This power play is brought to you by Mr. Electric. We have the power to make things better. Tomball, 4 of 53 this year. Dead last in power play efficiency. Blake Shimp having to deal with a couple of Woodlands players. He goes down to the ice as they continue to get physical. Puck bouncing in the circle, comes back out for a long wrist shot by Peterson, kicked out by Russell. Kept alive by Tomball. Long range shot left point was wide. Comes back and through the stick of Peterson, and he'll chase it all the way down. The Woodlands killing 73.8% of the penalties they've taken. That's 10th in the ISHL. They've given up 21 power play goals. They've scored 4 shorties as Peterson gets it to the blue line, but turned back the other way. And now it's Tyler Calder who flips it all the way back down to the Tomball zone. Nearly a minute gone from the start of this power play for Tomball. Poked at their line as they try to get organized. Here's Will Shimp, loses it to Suarez, then Peterson lugs it up middle of the ice, left to right across the blue line, and then caught. Vandermarl keeps it alive. Here's Will Shimp, flips one down low. Peterson directed it just wide. Comes back up the boards for Shimp. Hands it across to Hart, right circle. Wrist shot saved by Russell. They couldn't clear it though. Comes back to Peterson, center point from Will Shimp. Down low, right wing circle. Shot by McMillan is wide. Ricochets to Shimp. Turns down by Suarez. Skates along the goal line, behind the goal. Thought about maybe trying a Michigan. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Still Shimp as he will help send one over to the left wing side. A one-time bid was well wide. Down low, McMillan. Jocelyn with Ronan. Tries to filter it back to Peterson. The Woodlands finally clear as the penalty is over and the team skated even strength. 6 minutes gone by. First period, no score. The Woodlands off a kill. Has Aguilar with the puck in his own end. Flips it ahead for Kennedy. Hops over his stick and turned over to Will Shimp. He's got one career hat trick. Came against Seven Lakes back in September of 2022. Harper up the boards. A shot was blocked. Cleared out to center ice. Turnover, here's McClung for the Woodlands. Has trouble with it. Tomball backhands it over to the Woodlands line, and now Watson will flip it in. And it'll be dealt with by Russell as he gives it off to Daxton Harper. Then his outlet was turned over, twisting with it, and then sending it back, and Grubb couldn't keep it along the blue line. Puck in deep in the Tomball zone, and a couple of bodies go flying as they hit the boards. One Tomball skater, that was McClung. McClung tries to tie Letty up as the puck goes up the far boards. Aronin checks the Tomball skater down, and Kennedy will give chase in his own end. Watched by Curry. 7:35 to play as Kennedy puts on the brakes, chips it ahead for Suarez. Suarez is 5th in the ISHL in goals scored. Now Aronin. Turned it over, back comes Tomball. Down goes Zimmerman. David Vincent plays the puck up the far boards, just to the Tomball line. He's able to feather it through, and then Lemon is checked down to the ice by Letty. Played out. Calder has it at his blue line. Tries to flip it ahead. And will try it again as he missed on the first attempt. It comes out to center ice. Less than 7 minutes to go as Curry skates in. And he's peeled off the play. And down goes a skater for the Woodlands, Talon Patel, as he was shouldered down by Peterson. Tomball on the outlet. Good lead pass to Curry as he skates, but it's 1-on-4. Curry in deep. He gets sized up by Patel. Comes around the boards to the junior Emil Aronin. Clears the zone. Good continuous action. Not a lot of whistles. 6:25 to go as Peterson takes a seat as Patel checked him down to the ice. Blake Shimp twirling with it. Puck is cleared out to the center zone as Peterson tries to dangle a little bit. Didn't just shoot it in. Instead, he got a little bit cute, turned it over. Played off the boards, back out to center ice. At the red line, Peterson watches it at the blue line, right in front of the Woodlands zone, and now Suarez sends it back, and it comes across to Kimmel at center. Turn it over in the Tomball zone. Ahead up the right wing boards. It is Blake Shimp. Taken off the play by Kennedy. Now at Matias Aguilar. Up the far wing boards. Kept alive by Watson as he backhands it wide of Russell's net with 5.5 to play. Back come the Woodlands. Skating left to right. Kennedy drops it back. Suarez, wrist shot save by McMillan. 3.49 goals against average for his career. Dave makes a save, the junior for Tomball.
Yeah, one of the larger goalies in the league. And you said it, Mike, a lot of just continuous play here. Kind of surprising. Only one penalty. That came after a whistle. 5 shots overall. So kind of a pleasant surprise tonight. But just really no offensive game. I think Tomball's looked a little bit better in setting up plays.
Faceoff will come to the right of David McMillan, who has 5 career shutouts, 3 of which have come this year. He's given up 9 goals twice and a glove save off the faceoff as he robs Vincent, who shot it towards him off the backhand. He allowed 9 goals and losses to Klein. We were here for that one. That was the teddy bear toss and San Antonio. 5:15 to play, no score. Shot from a tough angle. Suarez takes another whack at it, and McMillan closes the door.
Yeah, he's kind of an old school goalie. I mean, in the old days, you carried one goalie, and that was it. If he had a rough night, he stayed in there, and he's all they got in the roster, so he's going all the way.
5:12 remaining, first period, no score. Face off to the right of McMillan, won by Tomball, kept alive, though, by Kennedy. Backhanded down the boards. Alex Zimmerman skates behind his own net. Plays up the far boards, now to center the chip to Shimp, turned it over. Suarez circles with it, turned over at the Tomball line. And a penalty is called as Tomball touches up. Woodlands will head to their first power play.
And Tomball had taken possession of the puck right at the whistle, but it's on Zimmerman behind the play.
Roughing called at 10:07.
Yeah, bad time for a penalty. I mean, they just took possession and were going into the zone.
Mr. Electric power play for the Woodlands. Mr. Electric, we have the power to make things better. They have the 11th ranked power play. They've scored 7 power play goals. Tomball has the 5th best kill, killing 80.6%. Long shot as a kick save as Calder stopped by McMillan. Aronin, half wing boards, right wing side. Puck moved along by Grant Watson. Then it comes out in front and McMillan makes the save on Patel. Tomball trying to clear the zone, can't get it done as Aronin sends it in deep. Patel on the forward check. Peterson able to skate and then lift it out, goes all the way through. Letty loses his balance as Harper has it for the Woodlands, and Decker Harper feeds it out to the neutral zone. Letty had it picked off by Aguilar. Now Decker Harper gives it off to Matias Aguilar, filtered it back, and now chasing it down in his own end will be Aronin. 50 seconds remaining on the power play. Alex Zimmerman, who took that penalty, has taken 15 penalties this season. Centering pass, Suarez couldn't get the shot off, but the puck bounces towards McMillan, who gets the stop. 36 seconds to go on the minor to Zimmerman. 3:29 for the first period, no score.
Yeah, Zimmerman's tough. I mean, he's out there, and of course not a big guy, but really taking all those penalties.
Face off to the left of Zimmerman, won by Aguilar. Puck bouncing, and then Peterson loses his balance below the goal line. Suarez tries a centering feed for Aguilar in front. Tomball find the puck and clear it down with 20 seconds to go on the power play. Kennedy to Suarez. Suarez didn't score in his first 17 games for notching his first goal against Cy Woods back in October of 2021. Kennedy, stick handling, got caught in between three Tomball skaters. Hart plays it all the way around, kept alive by Harper, left point. Harper shoots, and McMillan makes the save. Almost didn't know where it went for a second, but McMillan got the stop as the power play comes to an end with 2:46 remaining in the first period, no score.
Woodlands got 2 shots and 1 right as the power play ended. You're right, Mike. McMillan lost that. It went to his right leg pad, but luckily stayed in the field of play.
Peterson, after the face-off win, placed off the glass. It careens out to center ice as Daxton Harper placed off the boards at center ice. Shuttled ahead for Peterson as he shoulders Aguilar as he burrows his way into the zone, takes a retaliatory shot from his teammate Braden McClung, and Kennedy gets it out to center ice before it is skated back in by McMillan. Alex McMillan, a freshman for Tomball. Here's Kennedy. Palmer Kennedy, a junior for the Woodlands. The puck rolls all the way down, and icing is called on the Woodlands. With nearly 13 minutes gone here in period number 1 of a scoreless game.
One of my favorite players in this whole league is Peterson. We saw him a few weeks ago back in December. I like him because you don't see a guy who's 6'5", looks like a basketball player, out here playing hockey. And he's really smooth for such a big guy in skating. Moves the puck really well, just so much bigger than everybody.
Face off to the right of Russell. It's 1. Here's Alex McMillan. Bodies collide. Puck is free to Lemon, who clears the zone. Here's Grant Watson. Rink-wide feed to Wilson. Just got it into the Woodland zone. It's quickly cleared. And back on the stick of Watson. Ahead for Alex McMillan. Sends it down the boards below the goal line. Aronin checks Letty into the boards. Puck comes out to the corner. It's free. And another penalty is called. And it's going to be on the Woodlands.
I think that
it's on Aronin.
Might have been a high stick. Now it's starting to pick up a little. 1:34 in this period. Now Tomball really needs to get all the offense going. I mean, they only have 2 shots, and both of those came in the first maybe 5 minutes of this game.
Penalty is called for interference at 13:26, second power play for Tomball. They are 0 for 1. This is a power play brought to you by Mr. Electric. We have the power to make things better. Face-off win by Tomball. Puck loose in the slot and cleared by Daxton Harper.
Not a good start.
Puck flip out to the neutral zone by Tomball, then sent down by Kennedy. 70 seconds remaining in the first period. A turnover, and on the shorthand, it's Patel, but numbers game catches up to him as Hart filters it out to neutral zone, shuttled across for Alex McMillan, left at the blue line. Hart tries to skate it in. Here's Vandermarl shooting one, and Russell, first-year goalie for the Woodlands, makes an easy stop.
He'll take those all night. Kind of a half-hearted shot on a power play. I mean, Tomball, it's taken them too long to get to the other zone. I mean, they're losing too much time.
55 seconds left in this first period. 121 on the minor for interference on Aronin as the Woodlands win the face-off and clear it all the way down. Saucered ahead by the goaltender McMillan, but turned over to Daxton Harper, poked from him, and back out to the neutral zone. Suarez backhands it all the way down. Here comes Alex Zimmerman with a burst of speed up the middle of the ice, left to right. 30 seconds remaining in the period. Puts on the brakes at the half-wing wall. Zimmerman comes across to Hart. Hart down the boards, into the corner for Letty. check that. That was Curry. And the Woodlands clear it again, and here comes Noah Suarez. He skates in, has some room, then made go wide by Will Shimp and backhanded over the goal with 8 seconds to go. Woodlands able to clear with 30 seconds to go on the power play, and that concludes the first period of play. No score after one. You're listening to the ISHL Game of the Week on the Legacy Sports Network.
Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Are you fed up with your doctor giving you drugs simply to mask your symptoms rather than treating the cause? As you age, I believe you should be brimming with energy, vitality, and enthusiasm for life. The Hotze Health and Wellness Center treats individuals from all over the country and world in an environment of extraordinary hospitality. We specialize in the treatment of allergies, yeast, replenishing natural hormones, vitamin and mineral supplementation, and a healthy eating lifestyle, all of which boost your immune system, increase your energy level, and your health span. If you'd like to obtain and maintain health and wellness naturally without pharmaceutical drugs, then contact one of our wellness consultants today at 281-698-8698 or visit hotzehwc.com and request a free copy of my best-selling book, Hormones, Health, and Happiness.
To be a mentor, you don't have to have some special talent. That's why we're having some real-life mentors sing for us. Hit it, guys.
Row, row, row your boat, gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
Thanks, that was awful. So remember, to mentor a child, you don't have to be perfect.
Row, row, row your...
Please stop. You just have to call Save the Children toll-free at 1-877-BA-MENTOR.
A message brought to you by Save the Children and the Ad Council.
Start of the second period with 26 seconds of carryover power play time. On the minor to the Woodlands, Emil Aronen for interference. Russell to our left and McMillan to our right as the second period gets underway. Michael Silvers and David Feliciani, your first period thoughts.
Well, Woodlands 8 shots to 3 on Tomball. No score, kind of expected, not a lot of offense.
5 seconds to go. One last rush here. Letty peeled off by Kennedy, who flips it out to center. And the penalty time is over. Aronen skates to the bench. Off the bench is Kimmel. Teams at even strength as Tomball skate in. Watson tried to stick handle. The Woodlands cleared all the way down and will ice it inside the first 39 seconds of period number 2. Still scoreless.
Yeah, McMillan's had to make a few really tough saves, so I got to give kudos to him for keeping Tomball scoreless in that first period.
Good crowd on hand here at the Aerodrome. We'll be back with you in 2 weeks as we head down to Sugar Land for a late one, an 8:30 tilt between these Woodlands.
The Perch is back.
Yep, and Ridge Point will be their opponent. Ridge Point not playing tonight as they come into this weekend 7-8-0. Wrist shot save. That came from Peterson, right circle. He gets it back, shoots from the high slot wide. Alex McMillan has it in the left wing corner. Pushed into the boards by Tyler Calder. Still alive before the Woodlands cleared out. Now McClung. Poked away from him beautifully by the defenseman Peterson. Ooh! Watson goes down hard as he was checked down to the ice by Lemon, and a penalty upcoming.
McClung just came back in a little revenge. It's probably a rough on McClung. Right in front of everybody, too, at center ice. Can't escape that one.
Roughing on McClung. He has spent 42 minutes in the box this season prior to that penalty. It comes at 1:16 of the second period. This was the third power play for Tomball. They are 0 for 2. This power play is brought to you by Mr. Electric. We have the power to make things better. Face off to the right of Eric Russell, sophomore in goal for the Woodlands.
Some late changes, trying to get a different line in there for the Highlanders.
So Tomball has the extra man, as once again Derek Harper wants some type of explanation, and he gets it.
I think that's a good call. I mean, McClung went right after him.
This is a team, both teams, that have taken a lot of penalties, so much so that there have been suspensions because of them.
Yeah, you can't suspend the player, so you suspend the coach.
Calder plays it off the board. Still in the Woodlands zone, he clears. Alex Zimmerman couldn't hold the point. Aguilar skates in with speed on the shorthand forecheck. Ahead for Alex McMillan, but turned over to Aguilar. And Matias clears it all the way down. 20 seconds killed already by the Woodlands. In a scoreless game with 1:40 gone by as Suarez lost his balance just outside of the Tomball zone. It's Will Shimp who skates with it in his own end. Tomball motoring from right to left here in the second period as Will Shimp skates in across the blue line. Shimp tried to skate by two Woodlands players and then has a tap to the goaltender, and he is chased down.
Yeah, they're telling Calder just to cool it. Shemp a little love tap after he lost the puck. That's a no-no. And good job by the officials to clear that up.
Will not only leads his team in goals and points, but also penalty minutes with 74.
Yeah, you don't see that very often. Your go-to guy is your leading PIM guy.
Will Shimp, 9 games of 2 or more goals in his career. He has goals in 7 games this season, and he has scored in a goal in his last 3.
So offensively, he'll put him in the net, and he'll serve time too.
1:18, penalty time remaining. Face off outside of the Woodland zone, and it comes back out to center as Zimmerman hands it off to Peterson. Backhand feed, got intercepted by Patel. Shoots from a tough angle, and a glove save by McMillan.
Wow, that was great by Patel. I mean, short-handed, almost made a play. What a great way to kill this penalty, and Woodland's doing a solid job here.
McMillan watches the faceoff come to his right. They battle for it along the far boards. Letty down the boards behind the net for Alex Zimmerman. Zimmerman trying to skate it out, still deep in his own end, plays it off the boards but turned it over. The Woodlands are shorthanded as Daxton Harper couldn't keep it in the offensive zone. Now it's Tomball who skate in. Pass down towards the crease. It comes to Curry. Puck is bouncing. They continue to jostle, then Patel able to clear it down with 30 seconds to go. 2:50 gone here in period number 2. Still looking for the game's first goal. The outlet pass goes all the way down, and the Woodlands, the goaltender, Eric Russell, kept it from becoming an icing, kept it alive. The Woodlands clear it out to center. Here's Peterson who will skate it back in. Jack Peterson with a shot that's off target. Puck takes a carom off the inboards. Penalty time is over. And once again, another kill for the Woodlands. They are 3 for 3. Jack Peterson shuttles it back in. 11:30 to play, second period. No score here from the Aerodrome. First place Tomball, third place the Woodlands. As Letty tries to skate in, hands it to Shimp. Shimp with a burst of speed down the right wing boards, taken behind the net. Still Will Shimp looking for teammates. Tries a pass that's deflected and cleared off the center ice by the Woodlands. Back come Tomball with a long range shot and a save by Russell as he was able to stop Wyatt Hart. Now Kennedy will skate from left to right. He plays one towards goal, and McMillan will get a whistle with 10:53 to play in period number 2. No score here from the Aerodrome.
Good example there. Shemp taking the puck in the offensive zone, circling behind the net. Nobody to help him out. Nobody had gotten across here. He was trying to go 1-on-4. I mean, you got to follow your man in the zone.
Face-off control by the Woodlands. Calder, right point, down the boards. Hart tries to keep it moving for Tomball. Backhand centering feed, picked off but not cleared. Calder plays it into the left wing corner. Reversed around the net, and a whistle.
Another revenge call over there. I mean, they're trying to get back at the man knocking him over, and it's penalty after penalty. It's Aguilar, it looks like.
Aguilar and Grubb
5-5?
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, there was a little testy on that side, and trying to see who started that one. We got our first double.
4:27, the time of the penalties. Not sure if they were roughing or misconducts or whatever, didn't get a signal. But they'll skate 5 aside as Tomball burrow into the offensive zone. Will Shimp puts on the brakes. Centering pass did eventually get through, but no shot taken off the stick of Bryce Vandermarl. Then he sends a blind backhand centering feed out of the reach of McMillan. Puck kept alive, half wing boards by Will Shimp. Back to the point, Hart with a wrist shot. Blocker save by Russell. They play behind the net. The Woodlands trying to clear the zone. Vincent holds it, gives it off to Calder. Calder out to center ice, and Vincent will play it. Ended up getting it picked off as Tomball skated back in. Will Shimp on his backhand, and he shoots one just off target over the left shoulder of Russell. Calder tries to keep it moving, and he does, and now it's Suarez. Suarez had a 4-goal game back in November against Ridge Point. He stood into the left corner boards by Wyatt Hart as the puck comes back to the left point for a long-range shot and a glove save by McMillan. 9:23 to go in the second period. They're still scoreless.
Offenses are starting to find themselves a little better. Tomball has 4 shots already this period. We're only halfway through, and only 3 in that first period. Overall shots are 11 for the Woodlands, 7 for Tomball.
Face off to the right of McMillan. Letty will take it against Decker Harper. That's a face-off win for Harper, but the puck trickles out to the neutral zone. Flip back in on a delayed offside as Tomball will skate to the blue line. Kennedy and Blake Shimp got into it at the blue line, but no penalties were called as Palmer Kennedy has it for the Woodlands. Tries a lead pass, it was blocked. Ends up ricocheting back out to center ice anyway as Alex Zimmerman retreats to his own end. He's got Peterson with him, watched by McClung. Puck comes all the way through the neutral zone, past the stick of Letty at the Highlander blue line, and then it ends up going down for icing with 8:47 to go.
Well, someone's got to score, Mike. We can't go 0-0.
Not sure if we've ever called a game in this our 14th season.
I don't believe we ever have.
It's been scoreless. Still plenty of time remaining. 8:47 to go, second period. Face off to the left of McMillan, down in the Tomball zone. Calder keeps it alive. Here's McClung. Oh, and a pass to the side of the net. Lemon had the door wide open, but couldn't get a connection on that pass with his stick. McClung throws back in. Ends up turning it over to Alex Zimmerman, who careens it off the boards out to center ice. Ronan at the red line. Down the right wing boards, Kennedy filters it in deep. And now it's Peterson for Tomball. Tomball. Oh, that was Peterson who lost it to Lemon behind the goal line. Lemon gets it back. There's a shot, McMillan. A rebound, another save by McMillan. Off the backhander by McClung.
McMillan's been right on tonight. I mean, about half his saves have been a little on the edge, and just got that at the last second.
The time, 8:07 left in period number 2. The Woodlands nothing, and Tomball nothing.
He's getting better and better as a goaltender. Yeah, he's had some big goal games, but a lot of improvement.
He'd certainly like to see his save percentage get over that 900 mark. Came in .899 save percentage, still good enough for 5th in the league.
Sure.
In the Woodland zone, here's Will Shimp skating in, shoots and a save. Bryce Russell, big save, maybe the best of the night. As Shimp had speed, and now Patel skates in across the line, tries a pass, and he fanned on it, kicked to the blue line. Tomball still not able to clear as Harper got it down towards goal, but is picked off in the circle. Tomball couldn't clear, kept it alive, right point, down the boards of Ronan. Now to Kimmel with a shot and a save by McMillan again. 7.5 to go here in the second.
I like this, though. I mean, the offense is starting to get a good feel here. They're really putting the puck on the net. That's all you got to do sometimes to get things going. 5 shots apiece this period.
Woodlands will make a change.
Yeah, they wanted a penalty on the Woodlands there, but nothing doing.
Woodlands 4-1 in their last 5. Tomball 2-1-2. In their last 10, both teams have won 6. Aguilar with the face-off win. Back to Palmer Kennedy. Now to Suarez. Wrist shot. Save McMillan as he fought that one off. To the left point, it's Kennedy. Down the board, looking for Suarez. Turned over and cleared by Tomball. Now Suarez has it again. Skates in from left to right. Still Suarez. Lost the handle. Watson ahead now as Tomball cleared the zone. And here comes Will Shimp skating in on a breakaway. Shoots off target. His best chance of the night. Tries a centering pass. That got intercepted. Suarez ahead for Aguilar. Too far in front of him. Will Shimp turns with it in his own end and leads it for Malcolm Curry. Turned over at the red line. Tomball again with another interception. Here's David Vincent for the Woodlands, who skates in, drops it back. Suarez in the slot. Backhander sticked away by McMillan. Puck along the goal line. And Tomball couldn't clear the zone. Shot from the point, and a one-hopper, and it's dealt with by McMillan. With 6:23 to go and counting here in the second period of a scoreless game. Michael Silvers and David Feliciano with you from the Aerodrome on the north side of town. They battle right in front of the penalty boxes. That's been occupied quite a bit here tonight. The teams combined for 52 penalty minutes back in October when they played to a 2-2 tie. 6 minutes to go. Tomball has it in their own end. Ooh, a big check. Neither player went down, but Will Shimp was stood up at his blue line. He continues the battle along the far boards. At center ice, he goes down. Puck in deep into the Tomball zone. And it is saucered back out, kicked back in by Calder, and then skated out by Tomball from right to left. Alex McMillan couldn't handle it. Now Kennedy turns it back in to the Tomball zone, puts on the brakes, and bodies go down once again as Letty ended up getting tripped up accidentally by Kennedy, so no penalty. Here's a wraparound shot. McMillan closed off that post, and he's able to locate the puck and get a whistle with 5:16 remaining in the second period. Still no score.
You know, even though a lot of penalties tonight, Mike, the refs are still kind of letting them play. There are a lot of collisions and bodies everywhere. Shimp's getting beat up pretty good, but I'd say there's still pretty good flow to this game.
Face off to the right of McMillan. Decker Harper will take it. He wins it off of Letty. Aronin tees up a shot, and that one well wide. Calder throws one towards goal, picked off by Peterson, and flipped ahead out to the neutral zone as Alex McMillan will skate in on right wing. And Peterson just got in across the blue line a bit early, and the offside is called with 10:02 gone here in the second period.
It wasn't by much. Peterson flat-footed by about 3 feet to stop that rush.
Face off will be dropped in front of the Tomball bench outside of the Woodland zone. Won by Tomball. Peterson flips it up into the air. Chip back out to center by Daxton Harper. And now sent back in by Letty. Letty has it, top of the slot. Drifts to the right left wing. Now drops it back for a shot by Alex Zimmerman. Redirected. And still making the save was Russell. Another redirection, and it's fought off by Russell. Letty at point blank range is robbed by Russell, and a whistle and a penalty.
Well, Russell, 2 types of saves there. He stopped a blast from 70 feet or so, and then he stopped one point blank. A young goaltender really shining in that sequence. And a penalty on Kennedy.
And Grubb.
Wow. A couple of double nickels. A much better period offensively, though, even with these penalties.
I think that might be coincidental high sticking penalties.
The shots are 16 Woodlands and 10 for Tomball. I think we're getting close to a goal, Mike. I can feel it.
8 combined penalties so far tonight. 5 on the Woodlands, 3 on Tomball.
2 majors on each squad.
5 on 5. Face-off will be dropped outside of the Woodlands zone. 4:30 to go. Peterson at right defense. Sends it in. Calder. Up the near boards. Kept alive by Letty and then cleared by Suarez. Suarez ahead for Harper, out of his reach, but Suarez gets it back, kicks it with his skate, then brought in by Patel. Patel on right wing. Here Suarez shoots, and what a save by McMillan.
He held the fort. I mean, that was perfectly passed in the slot, 3 feet out, and McMillan stops him.
4:04 to go. What's going to beat these 2 netminders, the junior McMillan and the sophomore Russell tonight?
Now McMillan looks like an all-star tonight.
Face off to the right of McMillan. Woodlands keep it alive. Aguilar with a backhand centering pass that was intercepted. On left wing, it's Blake Shimp up ahead to the blue line. It's skated in by Alex McMillan, and he is tied up in the boards by Aguilar. 2-on-2 scrum. And the pass comes all the way back to Peterson. Long range shot just wide to the left of Russell. Now Letty tries a wraparound shot, and that one stopped by Russell as he closed off that post. Kept alive, Alex Zimmerman, left point down the boards. It's turned over and cleared by the Woodlands, and now Suarez one-on-one with Peterson, and Peterson shields him off. Might have been a breakaway if Peterson wasn't there. Now Alex McMillan off his backhand. Centers one, and that one deflects behind the net of Eric Russell with 3:10 remaining. McClung tries to keep it moving. Tomball keeps it alive in the zone. Zimmerman plays it to an empty far boards. Alex McMillan skates in his own end, tied up by Aguilar up the right wing. Skates in Letty. Letty, pass over to Shimp, who shoots and scores! Blake Shimp draws first blood, 1-0 Tomball.
And Letty on the assist. That was a 2-on-1 that got free, and I think Russell's hurt, Mike. I think he got that one right in maybe the neck. But a solid goal for Tomball. Russell a little slow to get up.
First goal of the season for senior Blake Shimp. Gets us off and running. Tomball lead it 1-0.
That was a wonderful pass from Letty.
Russell will remain in the game. Tomball's 43rd goal as a team this season. Each team came in -2 in goal differential. That's 5th in the league as we come into this mid-January weekend. Vincent with a backhand shot stopped by McMillan. Tomball cleared all the way down. Will Shimp, first one to get there, tied up by Kennedy. Puck is free, half wing boards. Curry up top. Vincent able to work it to Patel, 1-on-1. Curry rushes to get back. Shot by Patel, deflects off the high glass in the right wing corner. Just over 2 minutes to go as Will Shimp takes his seat, courtesy of Harper, as the Woodlands shoot it in. Watson keeps it moving up the far boards. It comes out to center ice onto the stick of Will Shimp. It's Will Shimp trying to stick handle, and he takes a seat as he was checked hard by the freshman Tyler Calder. Suarez with a high check on Hart. Curry, sharp angle shot is off target and out to the far boards. Now McClung skates left to right, cuts to his right across the red line. McClung into the Tomball zone, shoots, and a glove save. Oh, McMillan, he didn't know. I thought it went into his glove. He had no idea where that puck was. He gets a stoppage with 1:27 remaining. 1-0 here in the second period as Tomball able to notch one on Blake Shimp's goal at 12-12.
That might be enough to hold up the way McMillan's playing. I mean, he goes butterfly, which is correct. When you go down, if you're a big guy like that, there's a lot of pads you can put on the ice, and that's what stopped that one.
McMillan will watch the faceoff come to his left. Tomball kick it out of the zone and turn it over at the Woodlands blue line. Calder across left defense for Ronan. Up ahead, right wing now. It's McClung who skates in, and he is checked into the boards by Alex Zimmerman. And McClung retaliates. Aguilar worked off the puck by Letty.
Whoa!
And Letty goes down, and now it's skated in by Vandermarle. A shot deflected wide by Calder.
They're going to give
Alex
McClung.
Zimmerman, and another whistle, and another penalty.
They got McClung right at center ice with the elbow, and there may be a second penalty on the far side. McClung is, he doesn't like to be pushed around.
Elbowing on McClung.
Let's see if there's a second one. No, just McClung.
6 penalties called here in the second period. Mr. Electric power play. We have the power to make things better. Tomball still 0 for.
The shots are 18 for the Woodlands, 11 for Tomball, and Tomball the lone goal.
Tomball converting power plays at a .75% clip. Not 1%, not 2, .75. They have the league's worst power play, yet they are first place in the North, and you wonder how that is.
How many penalties tonight overall?
9.
9.
Face off to the left of Russell, and the Woodlands clear. 45 seconds to go in the period. Peterson begins to rush up the ice from left to right. Skates in across the line. Forced wide by Harper. Still Peterson. Good individual effort. Centering feed. A one-timer by Alex Zimmerman. A save by Russell. And the Woodlands clear with 22 seconds remaining in the period. 30 seconds killed by the Woodlands. Tomball looking for more. They lead it 1-0. Peterson, long-range shot deflected wide as he checks Harper in the corner. McMillan goes down as he's hit hard by Daxton Harper as the second period comes to an end. There will be 1 minute and 11 seconds of carryover power play time for Tomball. They lead it after 2, 1-0. This is the ISHL Game of the Week on the Legacy Sports Network.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric, show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
Are you ready to restart your path to wellness? At the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, the most common goals that we hear from our new guests are losing weight, increasing energy, improving sleep, and increasing mental focus and clarity. Most importantly, people want off the prescription medications and to get back to a healthy and balanced life naturally. Are these your health goals too? Let us help you take charge of your health and wellness, just as we're helping thousands of others every day. Get off the meds and on to wellness naturally. Let our doctors, nurses, nutritionists, and wellness coaches carefully craft the healthy life you've imagined. Feel better, look better, live better. Visit HotzeHWC.com to learn more, or call us at 281-698-8698. Mention this ad and receive 2 of Dr. Hotze's best-selling books free with your consultation. 281-698-8698. That's 281-698-8698 or HotzeHWC.com.
We'll be back with you in 2 weeks for another ISHL Game of the Week as we head back down to Sugar Land for an interdivisional showdown between the Woodlands and Ridge Point. It's a late start, 8:30 right here on your home for the ISHL, the Legacy Sports Network. 1 minute, 11 seconds of carryover power play time for Tomball. They lead this one after 2, Dave, 1-0.
They got to really try to convert this. Goals are at a premium in this game. 2-0 might be enough.
They played to a 2-2 tie back on October 6th. This is the final regular season meeting between the two clubs. They could meet in the playoffs.
Yeah, the North is tight.
Tomball in first, 9-3-3, right behind him. Klein, 8-3-3, 2 points behind him. Vandermeer with a shot. Russell wasn't ready, but the puck went wide anyway.
Wow.
He was lucky. 1 minute to go on the power play. Tomball skating from left to right. McMillan kicking with it with his skates. Cleared by Suarez as he skates it out. And now it is Daxton Harper at left defense. Flips it back out to center ice. 40 seconds remaining on the penalty to Braden McClung. Took an elbowing minor as now Alex Zimmerman skates in on Russell and he shoots wide. Good chance to make that into a 2-goal lead. Letty skates in on left wing. Stood up by Kennedy. They battle in the corner with a little skirmish. Letty comes back out to the top of the right wing circle. Now Peterson with a long wrist shot. Kick save by Russell. Poked at towards goal. And Russell makes another save with just 9 seconds to go on the power play.
Peterson reminds me of Chara from the Bruins. A tall defenseman. Chara a little bit more of a goon, but Peterson, when he's out there, they just play so much better, so much more control defending that back line.
1:02 gone by here in the third period, just underway. 9 seconds to go on the Tomball power play. Calder controls for the Woodlands. They skate from right to left. He clears the zone, and that will do it for the power play. McClung is sprung. We're playing 5v5 as Aronin takes it in across the line. Backhands it to nobody as he tried a drop pass. Tomball clear it to the Woodlands line. Calder recoils in his own end. Up the left wing boards. Lemon is tripped up on the play. No call. McClung takes it in across the line. On right wing. Aguilar shoots from a tough angle and rebound. And that never got through to McMillan off the stick of McClung. Here's Lemon. His shot into the catching glove of McMillan with 1:47 gone in period number 3.
Yeah, that sequence, a little bit of a pinball machine right in front of McMillan. Tomball getting lucky. McMillan has stopped 18 shots tonight.
Offensive zone draw. Harper wins it for the Woodlands. Aronin pokes at it, half wing boards. Down for Kimmel. In tight, down low to Patel. Comes back to Aronin. Aronin in the left circle. Patel shoots, and it's gloved by McMillan. 2:02, make it 2:03. Gone by in this third period. Michael Silvers and David Feliciano from the Aerodrome. Second of 3. We had that special back in December, but we'll be here again for one more regular season matchup. Kennedy, slap shot. That's wide. Harper on right wing. Stood up as the puck comes back to Harper. Couldn't keep the zone. Kennedy shuttles it ahead for the shoot in by Kimmel. First one to get it, Wyatt Hart. Couldn't clear it. Kennedy kept it alive, and then Hart skates it out from left to right. Got caught up in some Woodlands players. Puck comes back out to the neutral zone as they battle in front of the Woodlands bench. Patel will skate it on right wing. Forced wide by Watson. Backhand centering pass went behind Kimmel, who backhands it into the slot, and it's turned back from right to left, make it left to right by Harper, and now here comes Suarez. The Woodlands leading scorer. Suarez never could get a shot off. Good piece of defending in the slot by Watson. Back out the center. Harper turned over to Grant Watson. He calls back in his own end. Pitches it back out to the center. Grubb turned over to Aguilar. 11:45 to play in tonight's game. 1-0 Tomball. Will Blake Shimp's goal late second period hold up? Here comes Kennedy, cutting to his left through center and across the blue line. Tees up a slap shot, and it's fought off by McMillan with a great save. Suarez shoots into the right wing corner. Stopped at the right point by Aronin. Down the boards for Suarez. Suarez centering pass, picked off by Peterson. And now it's Curry skating it out from left to right. He goes down. Suarez turns it back the other way. And he is hit in the face by Letty. The officials miss it, but it was a linesman who couldn't make a call. Vincent on left wing now for Suarez, who skates in. Forced to his backhand. He comes back to Aronin with a wrist shot off the tip of the catching glove of McMillan. Now Alex McMillan takes it behind his own net and tries to skate it out. Aronin is there to stand him up at the half wing boards. Down into the corner, a pass from Suarez never reached Aguilar. Down below the goal, it's Suarez looking for a pass in front to Vincent. It got knocked away, and here comes Alex McMillan skating it out left to right with 4.5 gone by. Alex McMillan down the boards. Takes it behind the goal. And then it's peeled off by Calder. At right defense, it's Alex Zimmerman, and he watches that puck go past him below the goal line. Lemon stood up by McMillan as they have a cluster in the corner. Now it is again Alex Zimmerman. Tries an outlet feed. Kennedy chipped it to the far boards. It comes back out to center ice as they continue to battle here in this third period. 9:50 to go. In this one, it's 1-0 Tomball. Pass to the far wing. Played ahead by Lemon. His shot steered into the corner by McMillan. Peterson takes Kennedy into the boards, and now it's a 3-on-2 skirmish. Coming with it, McClung. McClung on the backhand. Never got a pass through. Vandermarl backhands up the boards and spun in deep by McClung. Lemon has it below the goal line. Tries to find a teammate. Palmer Kennedy with a centering pass to the top of the crease. McMillan able to cover up with 9:18 to play here at the Aerodrome. 1-0 Tomball.
Yeah, Woodlands getting closer, Mike. I mean, they've dominated possession the last few minutes. Tomball got to get a fresh line in there, and they do. Unfortunately, Peterson on the bench now, so they have got to get something the other way.
Harper skates in for the faceoff. Wins it. Kennedy shoots wide. Ricochets to the far boards. Harper keeps it alive in the Tomball zone. Pitchforked out to center ice. Wilson tries to play it. Daxton Harper on left wing. His pass too far in front of Kimmel. Tomball skating from left to right, turned over by Letty. Kennedy twirling with it. Right wing circle. Still has it. Kennedy, stick handling. Still Kennedy on the backhand. Forehand shot saved once again by David McMillan. What a great individual effort and stick handling by Palmer Kennedy, but in the end, McMillan stood tall.
Kennedy's been trying to tie this game single-handedly this period. A lot of shots from way out, and that one taking it in by himself and stuffed by McMillan.
McMillan, face off to his right. He has played well in goal as Kimball now skates in, shoots, blocked in front. Puck ricochets into the slot, now comes out to the left wing point, and Calder backhands it in deep for Patel to play it. He's checked into the board by Watson. Comes back to Patel. Puck is loose. Now Curry able to filter that one all the way out into the neutral zone. 8:15 to go. Cole Grubb, number 13 for Tomball, loses it as Patel skates it down the right wing boards. Steered into the boards by Hart. A battle below the goal line. Puck is loose, comes back to Aronin. Ronan shoots, and again a save. Harmless shot by Aronin, and McMillan again says no. With 7 minutes gone here in the third period. 1-0 Tomball. They try to make this one-goal lead stand up.
Yeah, they're making McMillan work for it. He stopped 4 shots thus far halfway through this last period. It's not going to be easy down the stretch.
Face off in the Tomball zone to the left of McMillan. And it's won by Tomball as Alex Zimmerman takes it behind David McMillan's net. Now reverses, skates up the middle of the ice. Zimmerman, watched by Aguilar, ends up turning it over to Aronin. He ends up turning it over to Alex McMillan, who skates in down left wing, centering feed. Bryce Vandermarl, the intended target, couldn't get to it. Puck ricochets out to the neutral zone as Peterson will play it at right defense and then shoot it right into the guts of Suarez, who goes down. Skated in by Vincent and sent in deep. Suarez will go for a change as he's still feeling that. Peterson with the lead pass. Alex McMillan turned it over. And then Aguilar turned it back over to Peterson, who skates in. Peterson stick handles, loses the handle as Aronin goes down in between the circles. To the far boards, it's Alex McMillan with a long-range shot blocked by the standing now Emil Ronin. Played back to the Tomball zone by Aronin. Alex Zimmerman hands it across to Peterson. Peterson taken off the play by McClung, but it's brought back into the zone by Vandermarl and then filtered away by Aguilar. Aguilar looking for a lead pass. He finds McClung. McClung skates in on right wing. McClung, right circle, wrist shot. That one was wide. Now it's Letty skating from left to right across the Woodlands line. Taking off the play, and Kennedy is going to go off for tripping.
That was a counterattack by Tomball. Letty almost got free, but Kennedy slowed him with the stick. This is a good opportunity for Tomball here.
They officially call it hooking on Palmer Kennedy.
He's had a really good game. I like his play. Unfortunate that time on the penalty.
The time of the penalty, 8:41 of the third. Tomball has a Mr. Electric power play. Mr. Electric, we have the power to make things better. They are 0 for on the power play tonight. Their only goal, a even strength marker at 12:12 of the second period, scored by Blake Shimp. Face off in the Woodlands zone. Will Shimp will take it against Decker Harper. The scrum and the clear out to center ice. Patel skates in on the shorthand. Patel muscled off by Peterson, and Peterson was grabbing Patel's stick. They'll cluster in the corner. Puck is worked free. Peterson picks up his stick, and here comes Will Shimp skating on right wing. Shimp looking, tries to stick handle, dangle, and then the puck is loose and cleared by Patel. 30 seconds killed by the Woodlands. 5:45 to play in regulation. 1-0 Tomball. Puck stopped at the red line and cleared down by Aronin. 1:15 to go on the power play. Will Shimp skates left to right and across the blue line. Still Will Shimp circling with it, looking for teammates, looking for a passing lane. Then that's taken away by Aronin, who gives it right back to Will Shimp. Lays it below the goal line to a teammate, occupying the space behind the goal. It comes back to Will Shimp, right wing, half wing boards. He shoots, a lofting type pass, but Peterson couldn't get onto that puck.
That actually looked like a power play.
40 seconds to go. Shimp chips it ahead for the on-rushing Letty. Kingsley Letty, down right wing. Comes back, Will Shimp keeps it alive. Stick handles, nice move past Aguilar. Still Will Shimp stick handling. Takes it behind the goal. Will Shimp forced wide. 20 seconds to go on the power play as he continues to hold. Hands it across to Peterson, kept alive by Peterson, and now it's Hart who skates in with a wrist shot just wide from the top of the right wing circle. 10 seconds to go. Here's Will Shimp. Top of the circle, Shimp looking for a shooting lane. Passes it back for a long wrist shot off target. Off the stick of Peterson. Penalty time is over as Kennedy is sprung from the penalty box. Letty backhands one in front, and it's cleared out of the crease by the Woodlands as Kennedy is now going to watch play come to a stop with another penalty. And Kennedy
Wait a
looks like
minute.
he's going right back in. 2 for roughing.
He just got out. Man.
That is his 3rd penalty tonight.
I mean, he was on the ice for about, I don't know, 10 seconds? Man can't catch a break.
Another Tomball penalty brought to you by Mr. Electric. We have the power to make things better. 3 penalties taken by Palmer Kennedy. He came in with just 4 minors on the season. So Tomball with another chance to extend their lead to 2 goals. They lead at 1-0 as we have now played 11 minutes here in the 3rd. Long range shot, they score from a tough angle from the corner boards. Vandermarl, 2-0 Tomball.
Well, that's unexpected. I mean, that angle was almost impossible. I mean, that's almost even to the goal line. And you know what? If you can get a strange goal like that, they'll take it. That might be enough, Mike.
On the power play at 11:03, Tomball leads this one 2-0. Bryce Vandermarl's 3rd goal of the season and his first power play tally.
That is one of the most difficult goals to get from that angle.
That is the 5th power play goal scored by Tomball this season. Came in with the league's worst power play efficiency. And now they have a 2-goal lead with less than 4 minutes to go. Eric Russell might want that one back.
Yeah, I don't think he was ready for that one either.
Harper down the boards on left wing. Vincent on the forecheck. Battling against Grant Watson. Decker Harper comes in to assist along with Letty for Tomball. It's kept alive by Patel. Played off the boards. Kennedy tees up, fires into the glove of McMillan. McMillan working on a shutout. He's got 3 this year, 5 for his career. And he's 3 minutes and 20 seconds away, Dave, from his 4th of the season.
Well, that was a rocket from Kennedy from about 50 feet, and no problem. Glove hand by McMillan.
Aguilar loses the faceoff in the offensive zone as Alex Zimmerman pauses behind his own net, plays it up the right wing boards, picked off by Calder. Down the boards for Suarez, shielded off by Zimmerman. No battle behind the goal, comes out to the left wing. Blake Shimp gets it out to center ice. Watson tries to keep it moving, now will hold in his own end. Less than 3 minutes to go here in the 3rd period. 2-0 Tomball. Letty, right defense, turned over in the neutral zone. McClung has it for the Woodlands. His centering feed is intercepted and skated in by Watson, who backhands it into the right wing corner. Worked around the boards by Calder. McClung couldn't poke it out to center. Battles with Alex Zimmerman. Now it's a 2-on-2 battle. 3rd Tomball skater is in to help, but the Woodlands come away with it as Aronin plays it up the left wing. Out of the reach of Suarez. Back on the stick of Watson for Tomball. He sauces it off the far boards, and it ricochets back into the Woodlands zone with 2:10 remaining.
Let's see if they pull the goaltender here.
Spun in deep to the Tomball zone. We're watching Russell. He's still in the crease at the moment as his team trails by 2. Now Alex McMillan picks off that pass and takes it behind his own net and charges ahead, but still in his own zone. Out to center ice. Still Alex McMillan, poked away by Aguilar, but still on the stick of McMillan, who receives a shove from Aguilar. And now it is Harper who gets it out to center ice. We're still watching Russell. He's still in his crease as Patel burrows into the offensive zone. Comes back out to center as Kennedy comes back out on the ice for a shift. Skates it down left wing. Kennedy puts on the brakes. Still Palmer Kennedy plays it to a vacant point. And it comes back out to center to be played by Daxton Harper. Middle of the ice, Patel skates in right to left across the Tomball line. Here's Kennedy, back to Patel. Russell heads to the bench. McMillan has the puck loose, and he's able to freeze it at the side of the net with 1:08 to go. Russell got to the bench, but never actually on the bench, and we'll see where the faceoff takes place and if Russell will join his teammate Vikranth Shankar on the bench.
They pulled him with about 110. Kind of late. I think you might have want to pulled him around 130, but nonetheless, a stoppage in play is just what the Woodlands needs here.
I think they've called a timeout with 1:08 to go.
Well,
1-0 Tomball on a goal at 12:12 in the second period, scored by Blake Shimp. Bryce Vandermarl gave Tomball a 2-0 lead at 11:03 of this third period on the power play. That's where we stand.
McMillan, Mike, 24 for 24 on stops, and a lot of those real close, point blank.
The ISHL Game of the Week is a production of the Legacy Sports Network. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or any other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the Legacy Sports Network is strictly prohibited. The Woodlands need 2.
The faceoff's going to be in the Tomball zone, so you can in theory pull Russell here.
No misconducts tonight, Dave. Again, we told you a couple of times throughout tonight's game that these two combined for 52 penalty minutes back on October 6th, but it's been all 2-minute minors, varied penalties, roughing, high sticking, hooking, interference.
A lot of penalties tonight, but it seemed like a normal game. It never got out of hand. A few 5-minute things, but we never went nasty. It was a good, fairly clean game.
So it'll be 6-on-5. The Woodlands with the extra attacker. Russell takes a seat on the bench. Gave up 2 goals tonight. One at even strength, 1 on the power play. Face off to the left of McMillan, looking for his 4th shutout of the season. Puck in below the goal line. Daxton Harper has it behind the goal. Sends one in front. It ricochets to the near boards. Played by Kennedy. Back. Calder fires a long-range shot from the point. It's wide. 50 seconds to go. Aronin tries to shoot one towards goal. It's blocked in the corner. Alex Zimmerman clears it out to the neutral zone. 40 seconds to go. Calder finds Decker Harper down right wing, and he is shouldered into the boards by Alex Zimmerman. Peterson shoots it all the way down, and it'll be icing with 26.2 remaining in the third. 2-0 Tomball.
It was worth an attempt, and Mr. McMillan, 26 seconds away from a goose egg, and a well-deserved one.
Face off to the left of McMillan. 26 seconds away from his 4th shutout of the season. And he's able to stop a shot from the half-wing boards. It looked like that might have come from the stick of McClung. 22.5 remaining.
I think couple more clearances could be enough.
Face off is cleared by Tomball.
Gotta hurry.
Calder with speed. Vandermarl hot on his tail. Aronin backhands, turned it over, and into the empty net they score. Letty, 3-0 Tomball. He puts it away on his 4th goal of the season.
And he has an assist tonight as well. Good way to finish for Tomball. And Tomball, that's their 16th shot. 3 goals on 16 shots. They'll take that every time.
One more drop of the puck at center ice, and this one should be over. Suarez will skate in, looking to ruin the shutout. Backhander off the pad of McMillan, and that's it. Tomball gets the 2 points on the 4th shutout of the season by David McMillan. His 6th career shutout and the 10th win of the season for the Tomball Hockey Club, propelling them to 23 points on the season as they defeat the Woodlands 3-0. We'll be back to wrap it all up after these messages. This is the ISHL Game of the Week on the Legacy Sports Network.
Hello, I'm Dr. Steve Hotze. Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Are you fed up with your doctor giving you drugs simply to mask your symptoms rather than treating the cause? As you age, I believe you should be brimming with energy, vitality, and enthusiasm for life. The Hotze Health and Wellness Center treats individuals from all over the country and world in an environment of extraordinary hospitality. We specialize in the treatment of allergies, yeast, replenishing natural hormones, vitamin and mineral supplementation, and a healthy eating lifestyle, all of which boost your immune system, increase your energy level, and your health span. If you'd like to obtain and maintain health and wellness naturally without pharmaceutical drugs, then contact one of our wellness consultants today at 281-698-8698 or visit HotzeHWC.com and request a free copy of my best-selling book, Hormones, Health, and Happiness.
There are only two names to know when buying or selling commercial or residential real estate property. Kim Walt and Danette Watuski in Houston with RE/MAX Results are those two names. As part of RE/MAX Results, Kim Walt and Danette Watuski make your transaction smooth. RE/MAX Results, #WantToMove. Congratulates all local high school athletes. Their phone number is 713-777-SOLD.
Legacy Sports Network, now celebrating 16 years of broadcast excellence. We're your home for local high school sports coverage. Expect excellent audio and video production. Whether listening at home or at the game, find us at lsnsports.com. Legacy Sports Network, building a legacy, one game at a time.
I'm Lizbeth Marquez, the founder and creator of Houston City Beat, where we are storytellers of Houston, bringing you original content over a multitude of platforms, connecting you with fellow Houstonians. Together, we collaborate to be Houston strong, because this is my hometown and this is your hometown too. And there's just something about that beat. Houston City Beat.
We welcome you back to the Aerodrome here in Houston. Michael Silvers and David Feliciano wrapping up our coverage tonight. A 3-0 victory for Tomball over the Woodlands. Tomball 10-3-3 now with 23 points, still at the top of the North Division with the loss. The Woodlands now 6-7-2. They remain with 14 points and in third, 4 points clear of College Station. Very competitive game, scoreless after one, late goal in the second, a couple of goals in the third with an empty netter to seal the deal for Tomball. They've got the 2 points in the 3-0 victory.
Well, Tomball only averages 3 goals a game, and that's what they got. They only had 16 shots. This is a Tomball kind of win. Not a lot of offense, just get what you need, and you got to hope your goaltender has a big night, and he did. 26 for 26 on saves.
Yeah, how about the performance of David McMillan? Now 6 career shutouts, 4 coming this season. The Woodlands threw everything but the kitchen sink at him, and he was able to stop them all.
Yeah, Woodlands, they picked up the pace, and they're not a bad team. I think offensively a better outfit than Tomball, but the Tomball defense came up big. Woodlands has got to put a good finish on the season.
Not too many penalties relative to the first meeting back in October. More gentlemanly affair than that game a few months ago.
Yeah, I mean, Kennedy seemed like he was in the box all night, but a much better played game. I'm glad we didn't have one of these 52-minute penalty games. So looking forward to down the line.
Well, we're off again next week as the league is off next weekend. So we'll be back with you in 2 weeks, and I believe we will have maybe one more off week. I'm not sure. I haven't checked the full schedule, but our game next week is a late one, an 8:30 start. We'll see this Woodlands team again, Dave, as they take on Ridge Point, a couple of middle-of-the-road teams, each in their own division. 8:30 is puck drop right here on your home for the ISHL, the Legacy Sports Network. The Woodlands in their history, 5 Justice Cups, Ridge Point with 2, but again, right now, both in the middle of the pack in their division.
Yep, San Antonio Memorial, the class of the league at this point, and we're looking forward to the second half.
All right, well, that's going to do it from the Aerodrome tonight. As you heard, the Tomball Hockey Club defeat the Woodlands in a 3-0 shutout. David McMillan, 26 for 26 unofficially in goal, securing his 6th career shutout. Goals scored tonight by Blake Shimp, Bryce Vandermarl, and the capper, an empty netter by Kingsley Letty. That's going to do it. For my broadcast partner, David Feliciano, and our entire crew, this is Michael Silver saying so long from the Aerodrome. Tomball 3, the Woodlands nothing. This has been a presentation of the Legacy Sports Network, your exclusive home for the Interscholastic Hockey League. In 2 weeks, we'll talk to you again. So long.